Welcome to NuttieBuddie Entertainment. The Ugly. Ew!
Let's move on to the ugly then. Let's start with Brian. Do you have an ugly? What's your ugly?
I don't have an ugly.
What? That's not
I'm
your
sorry.
assignment.
I couldn't come up with something. I'm like, I'd really have to be like nitpicking and like grasping for straws if I thought there was like, because honestly, this is just a good movie. It doesn't really have anything that's too like dramatically done where I would think like, oh man, I hated this or anything like that. There's nothing that really came to mind. So yeah, no uglies.
So the first ugly is Brian failing at this assignment.
Okay,
Sarah, yeah. Sarah, do you have an ugly?
I don't either.
Oh my word. Oh. Okay,
now it's the chips on your shoulder, man.
I know, I'll have to carry us. So again, this is probably
you hate babies too. No.
And kittens.
Yeah.
I have two sort of uglies. Natalie Portman, you know, she should have. Again, there was something that happened in the last movie that didn't allow her to show up in this movie. Now we're getting her in the next movie. I think she's going to be great.
But I got confused for a second. I'm like, wait, she wasn't in this movie. How is she? But you're saying her not being in the movie.
Correct.
Okay.
So just sort of like totally forgetting that storyline and that relationship that you worked 2 movies on to build up. Like it seems sort of a waste. Now with all that being said, we're going to get her back. So I think it's going to come full circle. So this would be like one of those things where you guys are like, well, that's a little nitpicky. You're absolutely right. This one would be a little nitpicky, but I'm just saying like for what they established before with this character, it would have been nice to have her in some form or fashion, you know, even, you know, like not to stay on the earth thing. And maybe that's part of the reason why she wasn't in on it, because they didn't want to stay on the earth this time around, but still. Natalie Portman not being in it, a little disappointing.
Yeah.
And then along with no Sith, I actually had that part of my ugly as well. So we had the Warriors 3, they did them dirty, but no Sith. So they recast the one Warrior 3 in the second movie. So I understand that the actress couldn't play her in this because of schedule.
I was thinking the same thing. I know there was conflicts, but she also showed up in I believe like the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show.
Oh, interesting.
And I cannot remember if it was supposed to be around this time, like the reason for her being off of Asgard was because she was helping Coulson and the team with something to do with that. Now, I know the show isn't exactly like, I don't think it is like canon.
I don't think so yet either.
Yeah. No. So yeah, I don't know. I think Sarah said that she's supposed to be in the next movie coming out.
She is listed in the cast.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I'll be interested to see what they do with that or how they explain like why she wasn't there. So yeah. But yeah, she should have been in it. It didn't really make any sense for her not to, but
yeah, and she did show up in Loki. Right, she was in that memory of Loki, so we had that. But yeah, so really the only uglies I have is who wasn't in the movie. So nothing actually about the movie. So
yeah.
But anyway, so that's all I got for the ugly. So last chance, guys. Any other uglies?
Nope.
Okay, nothing. No changing of mine. Okay.
I wish his hammer was in it.
Yeah, I thought about putting that in like the ugly, like it got destroyed too quick.
Yeah,
or
it felt weird him not having a weapon.
Yeah,
it did feel weird, but I mean, he had to find out that he was the weapon and he didn't need something else. So yeah, but then in obviously Infinity Wars, he like his whole plot is to go get another weapon. So
well, yeah, I guess that's a different circumstances because the Stormbreaker that he got in Infinity War was to fight the Gauntlet, basically.
That's
like
true, yeah.
His power inside of him wasn't strong enough to fight the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
So it's
I did like that scene with Hela where she just like knocked over the gauntlets like fake.
That was funny, yeah.
Walking through.
That was great. But I think like with the hammer, it was like also to establish the power that Hela had. And I think that was powerful as well. So
No,
it
100%, yeah.
was necessary for the story, although I'm with you. It did feel like he was, which is kind of funny because like he had to mourn the loss of his hammer. So Thor
Yeah.
felt awkward not having it, and we felt awkward that he didn't have it too. So I think it did its job. Like by removing the hammer.
it did.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, that's it then. That's it. Let's talk about changes. Any changes we would have made.
Thanks so much for listening to Brian, Sarah, and I do the great, the good, the bad, and the ugly for Thor Ragnarok. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this clip. If you'd like to listen to the rest of the podcast, click on one of the links below or search where you listen to podcasts in your podcast feed. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let us know in the comments below what is your great, good, bad, and ugly of Thor Ragnarok. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll talk to you guys soon.